In this video, I'm going to go through the self-employment tax calculations for your retirement plan if you're self-employed or an independent contractor. So we're going to go through Schedule SE. SE stands for self-employment, and it's the IRS's tax form to calculate your self-employment taxes. So we're going to go through that form, and then I'm going to show you a shortcut to make this so much simpler that will work for most people. And along the way, I'm going to point out the mistakes that you might make and hopefully avoid. But let's start at the very beginning and talk about our self-employment taxes. So there are basically four numbers that you need to be aware of. The first one is going to be your Social Security tax, and that's at 6.2%. And then there's a Medicare tax at 1.45%. And because you're self-employed, you're basically going to be paying both the employer and the employee side. If you had a W-2 job, it would be called FICA, and the numbers would be just the same. So 6.2% and then 1.45%. If we add all these up, we get 15.3%. This is usually where the mistakes start, because with the 15.3%, we are not going to multiply this by our net profit. And you're going to see that as we go through the calculations. But again, I just wanted to point that out so you don't make a mistake. So the first form that we're going to look at really quickly is Schedule C. And if we look at line 31, that is our net profit. Our net profit is the first number that you're going to need when you're calculating your retirement plan contributions. So we're going to take that line 31, we're going to go to our Schedule SE and go through this example of somebody that has a net profit of $100,000. So we're going to put on line 2, $100,000. Then we're going to jump down to line 4A, and we're going to multiply that 100,000 by 92.35%. So let me show you where they got that number from. So 6.2% plus 1.45% is 7.65%. If we subtract that from 100, that's where we get our 92.35%. Now, I want to point this out that this number is going to look very similar to our shortcut method, but they are not the same number. So this is 92.35%. You can see that number ends up on line 4C, again on line 6. And then on line 7, we see the Social Security maximum for 2022 at $147,000. Over $147,000, there is no more tax for Social Security, but Medicare continues. So if we go down now to line 10, then we can see that we have to multiply the smaller of line 6 or line 9 by 12.4%. 12.4% is both sides of our Social Security tax. So 6.2% plus 6.2% equals 12.4%. If we multiply this out, we get 11,451. Then on line 11, we multiply line 6 by 2.9%. 2.9% is both sides of our Medicare tax. So 1.45% plus 1.45%. We multiply this and we get 2,678. If we add lines 10 and 11, that's where we get line 12 at 14,129. That is our self-employment tax with a net profit of $100,000. And notice that it's not $15,300. If we divide that by 2, that is the deductible portion of our self-employment tax. And that number is $7,065. So if we take our net profit, because that is the first number for our retirement planning calculations, so we're going to take our $100,000 and we're going to subtract our $7,065. So let me go ahead and pull this up on our calculator to show you how this looks. So if we take our $100,000 and we subtract $7,065, we get $92,935. Now, the most that you can contribute to your retirement plan would be this number multiplied by a maximum of 20%, not 25%, 20%. So if we multiply this by 0.2, that's going to give us our $18,587. Into a SEP IRA, that's the maximum that you can put in. Into the solo 401k, this is the maximum profit sharing contribution. But in addition to that, with the solo 401k, you can do an additional $20,500 as an employee deferral. So that is how you do the calculation. Now, what is the shortcut to all of this? The shortcut here is going to be multiplying this by 0.92935. So if we take our $100,000 and multiply that by 0.92935, we are going to get $92,935. And over here it was the same number, so $92,935. That is when we're going to multiply by 0.2 to get our $18,587. So those numbers look very similar. I want to pull this up one more time just to show you. This is 0.9235, but what I was showing you was 0.92935. So it's a little bit different. They look so close together, but if you use the wrong number, obviously you're going to get the wrong answer. So that is how you calculate. This is the shortcut method right here. And this is how you calculate your retirement planning contributions with 1/2 of your self-employment tax. So I wanted to go through all of this just so you can see the differences there, because those small numbers, they look so close together, because they are, but you would get the wrong answer if you just took 1/2 of your self-employment, thinking that it's 1/2 of the 15.3% and then subtracting it. You would be wrong. So hopefully this has helped clarify this for you and you can make the correct retirement planning contributions. And if you have any questions on this, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and we'll see you on the next one.